Hello YouTube and welcome back to Allie's Wonderland Creations. I am Alice Seraphin and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in the Pacific Northwest in that wonderful little town of Belfair, Washington. Yes, I do call it Hickville, USA, and I love where I live. It's rural, though it is growing tremendously. It's growing. But I have lived here a very long time and I do love where I live. So welcome to my channel, everybody. This is August 2025's Paper Pumpkin alternative video number 29, everybody. We will hit 30. There will be not more than 30. There will be exactly 30 videos for this month. So this kit is called Farmhouse Florals, August 2025's kit. We have 3 of this one, and 9 envelopes, so a total of 9 cards. This QR code would lead you to a video that would show you how to put this kit together as it is designed, because you will not see that here. I love doing my own thing. A visual of everything that comes in the kit, and down here it lists those coordinating colors. Now videos 1 through 5, I share with you everything that comes in the kit. After that, we just kind of move along. So this one down here leads you to this set of 9 dies. The new set of add-on dies, guys, are out and available to purchase. They're called the joy of something, or something joy, and it has a tag in the word joy in it. So heads up, they are available to purchase. Those are out and available. So these will coordinate with July, August, and September's Paper Pumpkin kit. And these are the stamp sets. So this was a double stamp set. This has the flower sprig for you, thank you, the background, just a note, you are loved to say, forever your friend, XOXO, hello, good friends are hard to find, I'm so glad we found each other. This flower stamp, this little teapot that should have had a die, but it doesn't, everybody. For a great friend, always here for you. This little background stamp, you're simply the best. Thank you for your constant friendship and listening ear. With that being said, guess what? We're going to be using this circle die. Not the hello, it will not fit, as I'm doing a little cover for the little post-it notes here, and today we are going to freehand, maybe if I can get my Stampin' markers, because I forgot to do that. And the one I want is, nope, of course, nope, I've got to get up to get them. The one I want is in the back. I am not going to stop using the things that I have, even though they are no longer carrying these. So if you like these, I would suggest you get yours while they are still available. So what we are going to be doing is we are going to be making our own stems using the Stampin' markers. You could use a Sharpie if you have a green Sharpie, something with a point to make just little stems is all I'm doing. I'm going to get me a stamp and pierce mat for the moment, because I'm going to practice first, right? Because I'm just going to go like that. Yeah, that looks really good. That's all I'm going to do. So, but first we're going to stamp. So we're going to use Calypso Coral. So I have a little post-it note that this was a set of like 3, I think, a set of 3 of these. And so to make this, it will depend on how wide your post-it note pad is. So mine is under 1/4 of an inch. So measure yours. So I'm going to show you how I measure that in a minute. But first I'm going to stamp. I'm going to stamp on the wee little circle in Calypso Coral. Probably stamped off. We're going to take a look-see first. That's full strength. Oh, definitely stamped off. Stamp off. Just gonna stamp. That's it. Sweet and simple. Gotta close it up. Stiff pad. All right, so here's my little teapot, right? And I'm going to do a double flower like so. So I want to take my little, this end, not the brush tip, the other end, and I am going to have a flower from here to here, the stem, right? So I'm going to hold it here. I'm just going to draw me a stem, and I'm going to bring it all the way down. There's one stem, right? That looks good. I can even draw me a little leaf in here if I want. Over here, I'm going to draw another one. So I'm going to start here and draw it down here. So I'm going to even go up like that, color in my leaf over here. I'm not so good going this direction, but we're going to go for it. See, I told you I wasn't that good. But we're going to go for it anyways. So there we have a stem and some little leaves for our flower. That's it. Sweet, simple, no fuss on there. Bring our little teapot. I think my little teapot needs a little coloring. And I'm not kidding, I'm thinking of taking my finger and dipping it in my ink, but we're not. We're going to think about it. We're going to say no. Okay, so we need a bright, and that's Flirty Flamingo. Why is it the Calypso Coral is always like not in its rightful place? This is Calypso Coral because it used to be in the Subtle collection and now it's in the Brights. Or I have it in the wrong pot, so there's hardly anything on it. We're going to brush this on our teapot. And there is nothing. There we go. We need to really rub to get some of that on there. I was not stamping and redoing this teapot. There was just no way. So I'm using what I already had done. Ooh, that looks good. Give it a little bit of color. And I'm gonna need some more ink because I'm not happy with the edges, but I like having that little bit of color on there. So now we're gonna make it a little deeper around the edge. I think I want to streak it a little bit too, like, oh, that's much better. Much better. All right, that's it. We fixed that one. I'll put that away. So let me share with you how I determine what my markers away, this away. So what I did is my little Post-it notepad, right, is 3 inches by 3 inches. So I cut me a piece of cardstock 3 inches, and then I put it in here and I scored it at 3 inches to start. Then I took this little Post-it notepad, took the edge that had the glue on it where it's connected, and I went like this, and it is 2/16 of an inch wide. So I scooted, I moved my cardstock over 2 inches, and I scored again at the 2/16 mark from there. Then what I did is I moved this score line over to the 3-inch score line, and I cut my cardstock off. So there really is not going to be any measurements in the description part of the video as far as this, because it will depend on the width of your Post-it notepad for this. So I'm going to show you this again. So I started, my Post-it notepad is 3 inches. So I started with a piece that is 3 inches wide here. This actually was 3 inches by like 6.5 to start. Then I turned it and I scored it at 3. Then I measured the width of my Post-it notepad. Now my measurement for this is 2/16 of an inch right here. So I scooted my cardstock over 2/16 and I scored. Then I took that second score line and I moved it to the 3-inch mark and I cut my cardstock. So that's the 3 inches on the other side. That is how I got my measurement. Now, then I went and I added score tape to the center where this is going to get stuck, the glue part of the Post-it, right? See how it just fits in there, nice tug and everything. And then I put some strips here. You can see I already have some cardstock here. Now this is some of that cardstock I got at a thrift store, and look how great that is. It's just a great match in my opinion. I already put some on the inside because I have some stickers that Phyllis sent that I'm going to put there. And then what is going to be in the description part of the video is the circle, fussy stamp and fussy cutout, the teapot, and the 3 flowers. The double flower and the single flower is what we're going to be using. And then my measurement for my square is 2 3/4 by 2 3/4. And you're going to need 2, one for the inside and one for the outside. If you don't want the one on the inside, don't put one on the inside, just do the one. Making sure my stripes are going the right direction for both the inside and outside of this. So next we have our little circle in the center. We have our teapot we're going to glue down. And we have our double flower, which could go that way, but I'm having it go this way. And then this one is probably going to go down here, or maybe we'll put that one on the side. So let's go ahead and add our Post-it note. It came right back. It's like, I'm not leaving my buddies. So the glued in first, I'm going to get this all. Sometimes get that in there. All right, so we have our Post-it note cover. That's quick and simple. Like I said, I might just put this on the inside. If I put it here, this is going to get pulled. It'll just go to waste. So Phyllis sent me these wonderful little stickers. She sent them to Aunt Carol, and my Aunt Carol was like, I think you could use these. And I'm like, I think you're right. So I really liked this hello down here. So let's use that. And I think this can go right in the center of the teapot. Look at that. We didn't have to stamp it. It's right there. And I thought we could do hello today, or I don't know what else. I just thought we could flip through here and I could find, oh, there's a butterfly on the front that is almost the same colors. Look at that. That would be really pretty. Sorry, somebody's in the kitchen making an awful lot of ruckus. So there we have the butterfly. Delight in everyday moments. That's really pretty. But that is the wrong Shine bright, be a light. I'm looking for maybe a little sentiment to put in there. This is where I got the one for Jissa. Think happy, that could go there. Life is lovely, remember this, be a light. I kind of like that. So that's a pot. Every day brings a new story, opportunity to shine around us. I like that, but I don't want to put that on here because I'm going to give this away. I want to keep that one. I'm being stingy. Life is lovely. I like that, but I would have to cut it off. Oh, this one. Life is lovely right here. Or be a light. I like that. Uh-oh. I might need to... Let's make sure that stays. I really like that be a light. We're going to use that one. I like the bears. All right. We're going to do be a light right here. And then we'll put our little flower right there. So we have a message on the inside. It says, hello and be a light. And I feel like we could do something else there. Is there a little, I don't know. There is a little butterfly. I don't know. Happy, happy, happy. Yes. Beautiful, happy. Perfect, lovely, more of this. Oh, look at how cute those are. I like the shine. That will go with the light. Oh, or the notes. That would go with this. So with the heart. I think we'll do, I don't know. I'm confused now. No, I don't want the heart. But the notes, possible. I'm going to do the notes like this. Because we have post-it notes, right? I don't like that. So sorry, that cannot go there. That is not it. Not it, not it, not it. Wonderful, maybe. Let's see. I'm thinking, no, that's not it either. All right, I think we're going to have to do shine. Just right there. And of course it's crooked and that's bugging me. There we go. We're going to put this right here and forget about having anything up there in the corner because I just can't. Oh, maybe we already have a flower, so that won't do. So I think that's going to be it, guys. I already have a rose, so we're not doing bees, and we have a butterfly. All right, we're going to leave that as it is. So that's project number 29, and yes, we are going to put the stickly glitter glue on it. Of course we are. Just like that. That's it. Just a couple little dots. So thanks for watching, everybody. I know this is a quick and easy one, but I hope I explained it well enough on how to measure your post-it note pad. So thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope to see you all again soon here in my Wonderland. Bye-bye for now, everyone.